Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here representing my group to present our work titled The Reality of Social Assistance Recipients in the Coastal Community of Kampung Bugis. I am Taufik Rahman. In the general, people living in coastal areas are closely related to the welfare problem of property. Several studies, mainly influenced by the paradigm of economic growth, argue the problem of poverty is triggered by the several factors. Firstly, the low level of education participant, and secondly, the unemployment, thirdly, the limited employment opportunities, next, the low incomes, next, the weak entrepreneurial skill, and last, the limited access to the economic activities. Meanwhile, the social scientists emphasize that social and cultural aspects as factors of the property. The property of these coastal communities is ironic because geographically, the place where they live is very close to the sea, the source of the world's prosperity. In general, Indonesian ocean area reaches 70% of its total territorial area, and in particular, the ocean area of Rio Island province in 96%. Millions of species of fish contained in this water have placed Indonesia as the world's main food supplier. These realities are represented by the Indonesian proverb, tikus hampir mati di lumbung padi. And then, how the government deal with these issues? Program Keluarga Harapan is a social protection system developed by the government to eradicate the poverty. Through this program, the government routinely distributes social assistance to the targeted family. As shown in this slide, this program has been done in 2017 and 2018. However, the program has not been fully successful in improving the welfare of coastal communities, since the poor families are still exist and the numbers still fluctuating, as shown by the statistic. Next, our research question is, apart from those property data, the study said to go deeply into the social and cultural dimension of coastal communities to understand the substance of their property problems. For this one, my question is addressed, how is the reality of the welfare of the coastal community living in Bugis village as the recipient of the government social assistance, or we call PKC. Our research methods contain several elements. The first, study duration, 5 months from April 2022 until November 2022. And our approach is qualitative descriptive, and several data question techniques are applied. The first, direct observation, and the second, in-depth interview, and the third, documentation. And last is a data analysis. Next part is the result and discussion. The first one, cultural and social factor. The education level in general, families as the program recipient have the low education level. Most parents still believe that education is only needed to get the ability to read and write. After getting this skill, they advise their children to stop going to school. Such beliefs or mindsets encourage them to spend the education at fund obtained through the PKH program for consumptive purposes. And the second, low income. All informant are categorized as having low income because of their employment jobs, such as traditional fishermen, construction worker, and so forth. And the cultural factor to surrender to their poverty or low income and tend to avoid new challenges of their weak competitiveness, less productivity. And the social factor, unbalanced power relationship in fish distribution system. Most fishermen are trapped with high interest deep loan by middlemen. They are forced to sell their fish to middlemen at low prices when they are unable to pay their debts. As a result, they remain in their poverty when their work does not provide decent income. And the conclusion, the property is complex reality influenced by many factors. Accordingly, an effort to understand the property as a whole requires several approaches covering economic, cultural, and social dimensions. The study have documented social and cultural factors contributing to the property of the coastal community in Bugis village, Paningkina. This there are our presentation, and I want to say thank you very much.